Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily with organic, farm to table, localized, neuralized, sterilized, Scotch guarded for 2020 repellent, available online, not available on Sundays, Broken Pencil Logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy.
One man ting! Boy, you can shot, boy! All of that and a whole bunch more. Pay the shooter.
Man. What?
Ho and a bottle of rum.
I am in the middle of the most massive upgrade of the studio on this side of things that we've done.
If we had official licensing, we'd be playing the $1 Million Man's music right now.
would you say that the move from Texas to North Carolina, as far as, because you've seen both of those labs?
Yes.
Would you say that that was an upgrade from the last lab in Texas to the first one in North Carolina?
I really like the Texas lab, so I'm partial.
I did too. There was a lot for a lot of reasons. Sweat equity.
The desk setup at the Texas lab.
If I had one criticism about that desk setup, it was I wish we were on the other side of it, on the like our backs against the wall. More. No,
so. You don't want your back to any windows during Texas summer.
No, not.
No.
Absolutely
Veto.
not. Absolutely not. But I mean, window,
my dog.
Yeah,
Veto.
window aside. I mean, because that's what I want to get. I want to see the light, not feel it. Right. All I'm gonna tell you is, give me about. I'm gonna give myself 6 weeks. It's probably gonna be sooner than that. Give me 6 weeks. I'll have to give you the virtual tour of the new digs. I am underground, sir. I'm in a bunker.
Yeah. Because of my affinity for the Texas setup, I feel like it's a linear move.
It felt linear.
Yeah, it felt like a linear. It's just like a high little side step, like a little gather step to the side, still get your jump shot off. This whole situation that's going on now.
When I tell you this is going to set up for a lot of things in a very nice way, very, very fast. My brother. Main listen. Hold up. I'ma come down.
Because if you ain't coming down, I refuse to hold up.
You feel me?
It is.
Yeah, we ain't started the music yet. Today, I really hate even saying this, but it's about to happen. Today's date, Saturday, July 4th. Year of our Lord.
Year of our Lord.
I said year of our Lord.
Year of our Lord.
20 and 20. Six.
Mafia.
I'm still getting used to this whole setup. I'm hearing reverb, and I'm sitting here like forgetting like I got triggers and shit. Like
I got triggers. No podcast, B.
Man.
No roadcaster. I got triggers, B.
So first and foremost, two. And we'll kick the music off and get to the bills paying this portion of this here shortly. Two pivotal people in the world of hip hop have transitioned to a greater place. Number one of the greatest and one of the earliest known female rappers of our time, Sparky D, has passed away at the age of 61. She just had her 61st birthday about just over a month ago. And if you don't know who Sparky D is, she was the one that went after Roxanne Shante with Roxanne's Revenge in response to UTFO's Roxanne. But she
Come on, drop this knowledge, B.
yeah, shouts out to my guy Doc Ice from UTFO, brother of Jalil from Houdini. But yeah, so she just passed away. Lots of people have tried to reach out to her to do music with her, and because of her newfound faith, she has refused every request. But now that's no longer a possibility. As here's the killer part about this that I know you'll appreciate. Not only was she one of the earliest female rappers who was just nice with it, but she also represented one of my favorite hoods in hip hop. Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Brownsville.
Home to Mike Tyson, home to the boot camp clique, including Sean Price.
You feel me?
Home to MOP. It keeps going on and on. But yeah, rest in peace, Sparky D. Also,
home of the brave.
Yeah, man. Also, Steve Julien, aka Steve Raze, co-founder of allhiphop.com. He was also, what a lot of people didn't know, was a producer for Divorce Court for years. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He founded the AGA agency. Also was a founding member of the AFLO Investment Club in Atlanta. Pain the Power, or from Pain the Power, that was on Revolt. He produced that, as well as the next 48 Hours and Professor Green. He was part of those projects as well. I had the privilege and the honor of meeting Steve Raze in Dallas at the Texas Summer Music Conference in 2008. And shouts out Dangerous Rob. And I found during the conversation, I found out that he and I were also fraternity brothers. And so that conversation went in a completely different trajectory. And then we kind of communicated via text a little bit. And then about a year later, I don't know if you remember this, Swab, but I took myself completely off the grid because I had an accident where I burned up like the majority of my right forearm when I was down in Houston. But that night, the same night that happened, right after I left the hospital and getting it wrapped up or whatever, Redman and Method Man had a concert. Shouts out DJ Dice. Anytime DJ Dice is in the building, I'm in the building. If I'm in the area, Dice let me know. If Dice is there, I'm there. That's what happens. So Dice hit me up. I'm coming to Houston. I went down to Houston to see my son. And then shouts out my son, Davey B. And then the next night I was supposed to go to Dallas for the show in Dallas. It was Redman, Method Man, and Ghostface was opening.
Now, epic that has to be if Ghostface is opening, but yes, continue.
This is also the same week. Let me see what the name of this album was, because I was just that day. I was talking about Ghostface's discography to my man DJ Black Cloud. That's who I was actually down there with, and I'm trying to see if I can find his discography. But I was talking about how Ghostface was the hardest working man out of the Wu, and he was like, he was like, "What is your rationale for this?" And I was like, well, if you think about how many cameos he's done and how many albums he's done, and compared to anybody else in the Wu-Tang Clan, including them as a collective group, he has more in a shorter time than anybody else. And bruh, I bullshit you not. That day, now, granted, the accident happened in August, and I heard this, and I don't know how I got my hands on it, but that day I got my hands on Ghost Dini, Wizard of Poetry in the Emerald City, which is one of the most slept on Ghostface albums ever. It is hilarious. He had a song with Fabulous that was on there. There was a story. And Fabulous was the internet guy that was it's called Guest House. He was the internet guy hooking up cable, banging Ghostface's girl. Like, you have to listen to that song. And Justice League, and you know how Justice League was in their bag back then on the beats. They did the track for that. But anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
That's Justice a whole other conversation with Ghostface. He deserves his own GOAT talk on this show, by the way.
He got to be here for it, though.
You hear that, Dini?
Like, yeah, I ain't finna play. Like, hey, Ghost.
Young Coles, pull up, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play this game with you. Like, if we gonna give you your flowers, you gonna be here to get them. We're not gonna FTD this. Actually pull up.
In the age of social media, we're gonna find another way to get you this clip, bro, for sure. Hilarious. But anyway, me and Black Cloud are trying to run into the show because we wanted to catch Ghost. We had just missed him. Before I get back to the rest of the story, though, sidebar. If we just missed Ghostface, where do you think he was after the show, after his set?
Y'all missed Ghostface. He missed the set.
We missed his set. Yes, we missed his set by about 5 minutes. Where is he at?
Okay. In the crowd.
Kinda. What did I just say to start off this whole thing about Ghostface? He's the hardest working man at the Woo. Where is he at?
He's the hardest working man out the Woo. He's either in the crowd or he's at his merch table.
Selling fucking merch.
Come on, I didn't just start doing this, fam. Like, okay, you know what actually just made me say in the crowd versus merch table first? It was the fact that it was a red meth show. So the businessman and hardest working might possibly take a sidestep for the fan of the art and of the culture. So that would have been my only reason to say in the crowd, because he wants to see Red Meth perform and get a decent spot from the crowd. Otherwise, it's straight to the merch table.
There are at least a handful of times that I have either been backstage or been on stage with, during a show that Ghostface was a part of. And since that weekend, I walked up to him and I told him that I felt that, and I just had a conversation with him and heard about the Ghost Dini shit. And then I see him working the merch table. And then the next night in Dallas, he saw me. And then every time after that, he always remembered my face. House of Blues, what was it? The Rock the Bells show that we opened up for Mobb Deep and Ray and Ghost and Capadonna. He remembered me then. And that was like 3 years later. So, yeah, every time. So, yeah, anyway, shouts out Young Coles. Anyway, me and Black Cloud are running across the street to the House of Blues after parking in downtown Houston. And there is nobody on the street because everybody's inside. Everybody's at the show, right?
Right.
Running the opposite direction, I see this little short dude with these flowing dreads looking like Hercules. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's Raze. Yo, what up, Steve? What the fuck are you doing in Houston? He ran over, dapped me up, introduced himself to my man, and then looked at my arm and said, oh, shit, you all right? Like, yeah, a little accident happened, and we good. But yeah, what you doing in Houston, man? He said, the same shit you doing, minding my motherfucking business. I'm out, and dipped. That, my friends, that was Steve Raze right there in a nutshell. But yeah, I got to give you a long ass Ghostface story to give you that short ass Steve Raze story. But yeah, rest in peace, Sparky D. Rest in peace, Steve Raze. This episode is for both of y'all.
Salute.
Yeah, man. All right, let's get to business, man. Suave, since we've last, we know. Hold on. Now I'm completely tripping after not knowing how soon it was going to get back to an actual real situation. We got to pay tithes. Vita Hermosa Cigars at Vita Hermosa Cigars on all things social. Vita Hermosa Cigars is a beautiful life. I will be back at the Seven Springs Winery on Saturday, July 18th. It's for Go Fest. That's what we're doing. Go Fest. Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be turned.
Oh boy. I mean, because we're 5 minutes from the Virginia border, about 2.5 hours south of DC. Yeah, the DMV will be in the building.
Will there be mambo sauce?
Yes, I actually have some in the car. Shouts out to Soul Fork and Good in Durham, North Carolina. I got some from them yesterday. Mambo sauce will be in the building.
Okay. Yeah. Run the numbers up.
Yeah. And my wife, and I just smoked some wings today, so my wife has no idea I have mambo sauce to go with them. So it's going to be a festive occasion.
The pacing of your dialect almost. Hey, look, if you had any different type of an accent, that would have come out completely different. I just smoked some weed. What? I mean, obviously, after you've done that, mumbo sauce is probably in your future, but they don't.
Mumbo sauce is probably the name of a strain. However, this ain't that. We talk about wings. Wings.
That should be a DMV strain only. You can only get it at the dispensary in DMV. Mumbo sauce.
Yeah, and particularly
your dollars to at Suave for Mayor. Sell me mine. You rat bastard.
MVP, tell him what it is.
For a nominal fee.
Doing the beat. What? You see how we really have more throwaways that can get somebody to the promised land than some people have actual good ideas?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Look, over the last week or so, I have been either inspired or forced to really take stock of where I stand, where we all stand in these different arenas that we ply our crafts, and really coming to the realization that modesty is overrated. Humble will not get you out your grave. And if you allow people to think that you all can share space, it's not good enough for them to just share the space. They will then try to dominate the space, all whilst belittling your standing in the space. But you're the only reason they can breathe in the space.
I'm gonna stop you when you start.
I say that to say this. Not now, nor have I ever encountered anything or anyone that I was intimidated by. There's never been a person that I've seen or heard rap that I would cower in fear of. I have never seen or heard a podcast production on any topic that I would run and cower from as though I am not able to replicate this same situation or not level it up to a higher standard. So
don't get me started, Swab. Continue.
Allow me. I mean, hey, look, if you want to get started, I'll tag you in. Grab the tag rope, extend your hand, and we can continue to do what we feel like doing.
You're doing all the heavy lifting. You have so whoever this audience of one is you're referring to, you have them in a side headlock, rest hold. You're waiting for the referee to make you get up, and it's not going to happen because you are cranking that bit. Go ahead.
Like I really feel like, MJF with this side headlock takeover. Let's go to the house.
Minus the back.
Like, at no point do I feel like you know what? That's what it is. I'm tired of shrinking so that other people can feel included. That's my truth. I've been shrinking myself, my ability, my personality in a lot of different spaces, in a lot of different rooms, so that other people can feel included.
BFY.
FYI. And I don't mean for your information.
Yeah.
20 and 20.
Mafia.
Yeah.
That shit great, man. That shit is crazy. Like, it's like you hold the door open for somebody. Like, if you were to hold the door open for a lady. Now, we're both married men. We know about chivalry.
Chivalry is not dead.
Right, chivalry ain't dead.
However, the internet gave you the wrong idea that it's okay to shoot it down. Continue.
So if I hold that door, and I actually just saw Ryan Clark say something very similar to this. But if I hold the door open, a simple thank you would make this transaction complete, and everybody can feel great about what has happened. You can feel like chivalry's not dead. I can feel like I did what I was supposed to do as an individual. Let's go be great human beings. Don't walk past me and through the door as if I owed you that. or
don't acknowledge the fact that I held the door open for you. You do know somebody got killed for that in Dallas, right? Duncanville, to be precise.
I mean, that sounds about. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I hate that it sounds that sounds like it tracks, but it happened. The exact same thing happened. Somebody held the door open. The woman, she barked, wanting a thank you, a simple acknowledgement of, I did this for you, and common courtesy says to be courteous, and she got killed for it.
I don't condone the violence against women. I don't condone the violence against anyone in that particular instance. So putting that aside, there's no but, there's no and to that.
Thank you.
That's a fucked up situation that should not have happened under any circumstances. What I'm speaking to is just people thinking that because you have, if I treat you as an equal, leave it as an equal. Don't try to one up me. That's more so what it is. So if I hold the door open for you, and this actual situation has not happened, it's just an analogy. I hold the door open for you because I'm trying to be a better human being every day. 1% better every day. Chivalry. I was raised a certain way.
Leave the place better than you left it, or better than you found it.
So when I do that, it's not your job or your opportunity to treat me as though I am subservient. Like you don't have hired staff.
I am not your bitch.
Hey, put that shit on a shirt. That's money right there. I am not your bitch. Hey, say we split 50-50 revenue split on that bitch. We gonna straight to make I am not your bitch. Stop playing with me. My fucking resume is entirely too fluffy. Bitch, you put my resume on Ozempic and I'm still a Hall of Famer. Who the fuck is you talking to? Say, man, they done ran me fucking hot. Like, all right, this what y'all getting the rest of 26, and until further notice, we not finna play the game like
we ain't even started the show yet. We got some stuff to talk about too.
We not over here playing tippy wings and shit, my boy.
Eesh.
Like, come on. Drive this car before I fuck around and run us off the road.
All right, SerwinVega.com. Listen up to this one, Swab. SerwinVega.com, your pro audio source, your official pro audio for the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast. Listen up. Independence Day deals are happening right now on the site. I'm sure they'll be happening past Independence Day. Don't hold me to that. Shouts out Henry. Shouts out Gary. Gary, I saw you and your family at Disney World. Baller shit. Keep going. Love it.
Hey, chill out.
No, for real. I just saw pictures of them today in Disney World. They down the street from Disneyland. I saw them at Disney World. Talk about it. Come on, man. You know what it is.
Get money.
I digress.
Get money.
Check this out. There's a legacy page on SerwinVega.com that has a bunch of their old, like their older cabinets and what? Oh, they got the OG 15-inch replacement woofer now with the red trim on it. They got that bad boy back in there.
Oh,
yes, they have the 215 PA cabinet with the 10-inch tweeter horn. It's sold out right now. They got it back on the legacy page. Home audio, pro audio, car audio, OEM replacement audio. No, they have a package for Can-Am, the slingshots and the spiders. They got packages to replace every OEM speaker inside your Can-Am and your spider.
Hey, is getting a slingshot, is that like the universal signal that you've gotten way too old to be outside?
I don't know. I tell you what I'm sick of though, and this is an unpopular take. This is a very cold take. I'm sick of seeing unks, OGs, and slingshots bumping slow jams and Southern Soul in my
That's
stoplights.
why I asked. That's exactly why I asked, because I saw a Unk T driving around in a slingshot bumping Scarface.
Okay, all right. So that's me. Like I will find something new. Probably give me like. Shouts out to Static Selector. There's a Mexican group from LA called the Coyotes, or the Yotes for short. They did an entire album with Static Selector. Be Real and Psycho Realm are on there on the same track. And if you know how I feel about Psycho Realm as a group, bruh, listen, the whole album goes. What's some other West Coast I'm on right now? Be Real, Exhibit, and Demrick have a group together. They've had a group together since right before the pandemic called Serial Killers. They just dropped a monster album entirely produced by Scoop DeVille, which is Kid Frost's son for people.
Scoop DeVille.
Yeah. Listen. Though that's what I would have on my slingshot or my spider. For real.
I know, Cap. I was just like, hey man, this is it caught me off guard that like
what Scarface was she bumping?
Damn it. You know, I know the beat. I don't.
Was it from the Diary?
Nah, this felt like this was from My Homies.
Okay, I think all right. Well,
that's what it sounds like.
So from
I'm drawing a blank. From
Texas, I could see that, and that's 20 years old, so that's cool. It's just cliche.
No. It's more than 20. Wait, is it 20?
It's less, maybe 25.
Okay. Yeah.
But because that's the one with Smile on it.
Smile is on Untouchable.
I thought they put it back on My Homies too.
They might have put it on there too.
Because Wacko and Skip was on My Homies.
I don't doubt that at all either. But the first time Smile is released, it's on the Untouchable, because that's my favorite Scarface album.
Really?
Yeah. And for most people, like, that's an obscure pick, but that is my favorite for a lot of reasons.
So I could. If I know you like I think I know you, one of your reasons why is because of the outside production and cameo appearances on that album.
That's one.
Because Redman, Eric Sermon, and Scarface are all on there.
See? That part. The intro. Oh my God.
Well, Scarface can't miss with any intro anyway.
Then Mike Dean, got in his bag and stayed there.
Well, he lives in a bag, so there's that.
And Untouchable, that's that same album that has that song with Cube. Or no, that's like a couple years before. Don't you need that song?
No, that's on the Diary.
There, and that's a top 3 for me too. The Diary, Untouchable being my favorite. The Diary is right there.
I got a good Scarface story for you too in just a second. Let me finish up with the tributes here.
Yeah. Get this money. We can't lose this money.
All right,
I ain't said my catchphrase yet.
All right, Marine Audio Suave, where we at?
On a boat.
We on a boat. Now check this out. The Independence Day promotion, 20% off right now. 20. I just checked this. Put whatever you want in the cart. So you got your little. You need your spider and your slingshot bumping a little bit heavier. Dump it in the cart. You already got 20% off the package. Yeah. Add code BPBC at the checkout. Get you an additional 10% off.
Man, come on, somebody.
Sir Vega back. What you gonna do, Suave?
Put some bass in your face with Sir Vega Audio.
There you go.
That catchphrase right there is gonna make me a nice little piece of money here soon.
I think they're working on something, Suave. You might want to. I'll have to make a phone call on your behalf as your agent. All right, and then finally,
let's collect your percentage, B.
Finally, Suave, I need you to come up with a promotion that's going to last until July 26th. We'll call it the summer birthday promotion, or summer birthday blast is what we'll call it. Reason why: July 6th, we got Zoe's birthday. July 20th, we have Zuri's birthday featuring Scott Knox.
Okay.
And then
I know all them people.
And then on the 26th, my sister Kim, it's her birthday.
What up, sis?
So let's figure out a nice little percentage to throw at them. You can even throw it into a randomizer. I don't care what it is, as long as it's more than 10. No more than 10, no more than 25. Throw it in the randomizer and throw that in there. That's tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. And we're still doing the buy 4, the 5th is on me for free.
A jug in July. If people really knew how to spell jugging like that, I would make that the code, jug in July. But just everybody chill, everybody relax.
The English language messed up how that's supposed to be spelled, and it's not your fault. It's okay.
Just get you a jug in July. Pull up to the site, get you some merch. Hey, tune into the socials. We'll have that posted on the socials for the new discount code. And then, of course, on episode 276, we'll double down on it so all the listeners who have not done their due diligence.
Is this 275 right now?
It is 275.
Sheesh, man, we out here rolling, and a lot of these we've done more. You know who ain't gonna win this year than we have any other season prior to this one.
We're well into the 300. This might actually, if we're counting
we probably did that earlier this year.
Be like 350.
Oh yeah, okay, okay, yeah, there we go.
Like, this is closer to 350 to 275, and we just, adding everything we've done with who ain't gonna wins and untitled interviews and all extra shit like that. Content wise, we're like a mint. It's like Fort Knox over here with content.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
And on that note, we got all the bills paid. We gave our salutations to the fallen departed. But we're gonna start off the show with the winner, undisputed WWE champion from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Sami Zayn.
Hey man, you know what? You knew it had to happen at some point. So that's first. We not be disingenuous. First, congratulations to the new champion.
Absolutely, congratulations.
So anybody who's been plying their craft for 10 plus on that stage, and then probably
let's not even talk about El Generico. We're talking about 25. He's been 10 in the
right.
E.
I was finna give him his other decade and a half for before the E, but he'd been in Stanford 10 years, easy 10 piece. Matter of fact, no, he's been in Stanford. If you count his NXT days, he's been in
since
Stanford.
14.
Yeah, so
I want to say didn't he join NXT in 2014?
Probably. So, has Sammy ever been released?
No, he's marked safe the entire time.
So, Mr. Mark Safe, for you to almost have a 15 piece in Stanford and never have been released,
and
that says a lot.
And so I don't know how true this is.
Okay.
This may have a lot to do with it. Sami Zayn is the last of Dusty's children to win a championship.
I did see that. I saw that. So all of Dusty's kids now have won the championship.
Here's the other piece of that. None of Dusty's kids have been released.
Oh wow! But Dusty's actual kid got released. You can't write this. They released his actual child, but none of his work children have ever been cut loose.
Like Bo, I think would Bo Dallas be considered one of his?
More like an adopted, or there's levels to this. Like, everybody can't be one of Dusty's kids.
Yeah,
they can be, but they're not. You know what I mean?
But for what the conversation that we're having right now, none of them have been released, and all of them have been world champion.
So let's look at all of Dusty's kids who've become world champion. That's who we're talking about. All of Dusty's kids who've become world champion, none of them have ever been released.
Seth, Roman, KO, Sammy now. Who else?
There was a list I saw before.
Becky was on. I think Becky's on that list.
Yeah.
Chick Flair for sure is on the list.
Yeah, I think the list is like it was like eight guys. They hadn't even started counting the women yet. It was like 8 dudes that all came through NXT and had all been champion. Like, if I'm not mistaken, this Big E one of Dusty's kids.
I believe so. We got the list right here.
There, come on with it.
All right, so this is a I don't know if this is the whole list, but this is a list. Seth, Roman, Dean Ambrose, and John Moxley for that matter. Balor, KO, Bray Wyatt, Sami Zayn.
All his kids.
I see it, baby.
Wait. Bray Wyatt breaks that then. If they're saying never been released, Bray's been released.
I thought Bray asked for his release.
He's been released.
Okay, all right, okay.
I don't know if I don't know if he asked for that last release, like the one after WrestleMania 37. I thought that was
yeah.
I know he went home and he was dealing with just with some different shit and he got released. But I don't ever remember him requesting.
Got you. Okay.
So either way, we just shot our shit.
Okay.
Foot, so.
But no one today, especially with how he left us, is talking about of anybody's releases, his.
Indeed.
But
Joel Embiid.
But that's wild that everybody that I just named off, like, and you have, and this was, I don't know if I was talking about this when we started the show or not, but I know we were talking about it when we were having the text thread that there was no star power. And this was the meat of the roster when I said that there was no star power. This is what we had to deal with week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the heavyweights. Like this is the creme de la creme now. Everyone I just named off. Anyway,
they carried a whole generation. They did what they were supposed to.
They did and did a great job of it. Did a masterful job.
If I can just put something in the atmosphere for people to digest, I think the way people view the Attitude Era has changed how people are able to see generations of wrestling talent.
Oof. Hot
like
take.
the romanticizing of the Attitude Era, and don't get me wrong, if you lived through it, you know how good and how entertaining it was. Not everything from that era has replay value. Not everything from that era aged well.
Boy.
Not everyone from that era aged well.
Boy.
But because of the mass spread hysteria and the hype machine that turned that Attitude and Monday Night Wars era into folklore greater than...
I want to say, let me interrupt you briefly. Monday Night Wars is not the Monday Night War. I'm sorry, the Attitude Era is not the Attitude Era without the Monday Night War. Without Nitro, there is no Attitude Era.
Right. So when I say Attitude Era, I dead ass mean like
the wars, the war era.
Basically, I the Monday Night Era, we can call it that, the Monday Night Wars era, whatever the case. But just that stretch, there's such a romanticized view of that era by wrestling fans, especially ones who actually lived through it, that you don't have enough of an appreciation for other generations of wrestling talent and what they contributed. Like, you may romanticize the Attitude Era, but you have no working knowledge of the 80s, or you don't really know anything of the Territory Era, or you don't know about the New Generation or the Rock and Wrestling Era, or you have no functional understanding of like early to mid 90s WCW, like when they were financially fucked, but the talent was doing their thing. Like that's the place the Dangerous Alliance lives in. So if you skip over that, just counting numbers and trying to talk about TV ratings, you end up missing some really good content.
Like the Rick Rude breaking his back is equivalent to Stone Cold breaking his neck in WWE. you don't know what happens if that doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Just like there's certain stuff that comes from other. Okay, if you've only seen, let's say, you started watching like late '90s, so you've only seen You only know Hacksaw Jim Duggan as the old guy who they made join Team Canada. You don't understand why that was a thing,
Mr. Whole USA. The very first winner of the Royal Rumble before it was an actual pay-per-view or PLE.
You've never seen him wear black tights.
You never knew him. You never knew him as the convict. You didn't know that he had a feud with Kamala, and the general burned half his beard off.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like,
you can throw somebody at me, and I'm gonna be like this. You don't know.
And that's what you got to start. You have to have a better appreciation for.
Jim Cornette got tarred and feathered in Mid-South. I want you to think. Louisville, Kentucky. Jim Cornette tarred and feathered in a territory that encompassed Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi.
The content was fire, and the person who was booking it is a complete sewer rat of a human being.
I don't understand how the two correlated. I don't. I'll never understand how someone that piss poor of a human being could do that great of a job at doing jobs to give the right people the right amount of shine, including the bloodline. Yes.
Capitalism has created more geniuses / millionaires than anything else I can think of.
Bruh, like I'll reiterate, including the bloodline, because yes, they went back then too.
That's legal. Hey man, look, just stop, just quit disrespecting stuff because you haven't done the research. So there are a lot of people who like to argue, especially this whole new Gen Z versus millennial thing, and just the discourse that goes on.
You can't talk shit to me about either one of those generations until someone actually calls me. You send me a text message. Call me. Tell me what you think.
But with a lot of that stuff going on the internet, and people just blatantly disrespecting different generations just because you want to anoint your generation as being more special, like, you got to do the research and understand why things are the way they are. And nothing is a better illustrator of we're about to move out of a generation and start another one than the main event of what SummerSlam is going to be now. Seth and Romano, that this is essentially the end of that era. The Dusty's kids that we just listed off, that era is ending. You're on the tail end of that.
Seth even told you, I don't know how many more of these we got left in us.
They're foreshadowing their own exit.
And Roman has not, because of his schedule. The schedule that Roman has is about triple that of what Seth has in terms of time off.
Oh yeah. Seth absolutely has more days on the clock. But I mean, at the end of the day,
the day is over. At the end of the day, the day is over.
At the end of the day is over. Look at the math and you tell me who won.
Yeah.
I'm off my second diatribe for the show. Yeah.
I'm trying to hope. I'm really hoping that we can land this plane in another 45 minutes. But
we absolutely can. I'm gonna stop.
No. It's not for. It's for logistical reasons, not for anything. It's a holiday, bitch. Like, what is we doing? Oh.
Yeah, I gotta be at work in 45 minutes. Working this grill, bitch. Pause.
Yeah, this grill, but
cashmere coat.
Dog. In what world do we get a King of the Ring tournament that has been touted for the entire tournament as being the winner gets a world title shot at SummerSlam, only for the winner to choose someone who is like not even a full-time active competitor on his way out, tease retirement, and the runner-up loses his opportunity to get a title match at SummerSlam in place of the person who won, while the other champion is wrestling someone who just beat the last standing member of a faction that was started by the person who beat him.
All right. So first, the winner of the King of the Ring didn't lose his title shot. He postponed it. However, this feels like a situation where you thought the swerve was going to be more entertaining than the actual execution. You didn't have to do this.
No, that's my whole point.
No, but here's what I'm saying. You had enough forethought and enough knowledge. First of all, this is all predetermined by you. So this can go in whatever direction you choose for it to go. Obafemi didn't even have to be in the King of the Ring tournament. You could have just had him doing some form of a squash match. Like, okay, Lesnar smashes Oba. Oba goes on a tear. He's like literally just killing people left and right, working through, Riyadh. He doesn't have to be in the tournament at all. And I've heard people online say that Seth could have won the tournament. I'm like, how many hats are you gonna put on top of a hat? How many things are you gonna just rocket ship book him for just to get him to another title match?
A condom does not need a condom.
Like, there's no reason to put two on. All you're doing is creating extra friction where it doesn't need to be,
and it's not pleasurable for anybody. What was that you said, Suave? Rollins fatigue.
Yes, I have absolutely reached Rollins fatigue levels.
We already had a name for him that it was perfect for the time, and apparently he's fatherhood. I think has probably changed him for the better when it comes to this.
I don't know because I haven't heard him do a whole lot.
That's the thing. We haven't heard him. That's the thing. She shut up. There's an art to it. Lupe, listen to it. There's an art to shutting up. Just continuing to shoehorn him into these situations. It finally reached a breaking point with Charlotte Flair. Like they had seen the writing on the wall and they were like, dude, do something else. I think if we don't course correct with Seth, he's gonna reach that point. Probably, he might reach that point in the next 12 months. If he doesn't have it, only thing that kind of breaks it up are those injury recovery stints where he's gone. Like he had from Saturday Night's Main Event to basically. Well, actually, no, not even really that, because that's when he got the world championship. But you're talking about after he had to relinquish the world championship up until about Mania?
Yeah, but this is across his whole career.
Yeah.
Every time something big gets ready to happen, he'll get injured and then be gone for almost a year, so that fatigue doesn't quite set in. But for me,
because it's been twice he had to give up the world championship, right? Because of injury.
Is it? Is this twice? No.
Remember when the Universal Championship became a thing? It was a snake bite because Finn won it and then never defended it, and I think Roman had to give it up because
you know why he never defended it, because the guy we're talking about is who hurt it. So
right.
Like,
but I want to say it was Finn, Roman, and Seth. All three were Universal Champions that had to give it up due to something injury related or like health related.
But just so okay, Seth versus Roman. This was really supposed to happen at 32, but what happened? Seth got hurt, tore his knee completely up. Then tore his knee up again, and what WrestleMania was that? 34.
Yeah, there was a shoulder injury too along the lines.
So like the knee has been a thing at least twice. The shoulder's been a thing.
The knee has been a thing at least 4 times. I can count, unless it was a different knee. But a knee injury has been a thing at least 4 times in the last 15 years.
Which I mean, I guess if you only get, okay, say that to Rey Mysterio, he'd be like, "I'll take that."
Yeah, 27 surgeries, Ray over here. Like,
yeah, you feel me? So like, obviously, it could be worse, and we don't wish bad health on anyone.
Yeah,
it's just booking wise, I have gotten to a point where I'm like, dude, y'all got to find something else to do with him other than stick him in a world title match. Find something else, or like now you've walked through the vision. The vision is supposed to be your future, and he just. Like, what are we doing? In what world is one guy supposed to be able to run roughshod over 2, 3, 4? Like, we didn't even get the 4 horseman treatment where he's just like beating the numbers and the steel cage is required because it needs to keep everybody else out. And like, you didn't even build that.
And poor Austin Theory, who cannot catch a break with a story. Like,
man,
you beat John Cena at Mania.
And it looks like nothing.
And it's as bad as Fandango beating Chris Jericho at Mania.
And at least Fandango, he sold some merch off of that.
Bruh.
It just, at some point, it has to end. And hopefully that's soon, or at least find a better way to do it. But Rollins fatigue, for me personally, is a real thing. Because I pay attention to the way that this is. The way these things are set up and the way they're built, and you can see the patterns and the trends. If you're a person that recognizes patterns and trends, you can call the shot from a mile away, and it's that much more irritating when you do. That's the whole point behind what we do on this show.
If we called Sammy winning in Riyadh, we'd be having a way different tone in our conversation right now.
I mean, okay. The one reason I didn't think they were going to do it is because you had a chance to do it with Drew. And you didn't. And you were like, nah, we ain't going to do that. We're going to do something else. And I don't like the fact that all these reports start to leak out after the fact saying, well, they were going to do it in Riyadh for 43, but they decided to fast track it now. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think you're grasping at straws. ESPN is not happy about the content they're getting because they're requesting additional matches now. 5 is not good enough.
So we got 6, but they gave away 2 big ones for free. So,
again, everybody's fighting for their slice of the pie. WWE is trying to give out as little as possible, as long as possible, to continue to get more money. I want to get more and put out less. ESPN says, no, the numbers are not coming in the way they should on this app, so I need you to up the content level.
Speaking of giveaway, Swab, help me understand this, because we talk about it all the time. It actually became a thing for the subject. Why the hate for Jey Uso? What?
You know why? You know why? And it really is that simple. It's flat as that simple. You know the reason why.
I hate it here.
I'm with you, but there's only one reason for it. Because everybody else is allowed as many times, as many chances to get it right as possible. How many times has LA Knight almost broken his neck?
I'm on right now. He's on the street about once a month, blowing a major move and almost blowing somebody's knee or including himself in the process. Pardon me.
But they make the highlight reels of Jay's assumed mess ups. Or okay,
Jay had one. Jay had one major one, at the wrong time. And what did he do? Number one, he changed it from that point forward. He never went over the top rope from that point forward. That's number one. Number two, he's been putting on the best matches of his career since then.
Oh, but never let the facts get in the way of a good story. So even with LA, like, I get it because he's doing stuff that, hey, first of all, most human beings can't do.
Yeah.
Let alone a human being in their 40s. So absolute, again, don't wish bad health on anyone. Don't want to shame or shit on anyone's athletic ability. He has bad luck with some of this shit. Honestly, it just happens at the wrong time. And there's still a pocket of wrestling fans, I use that term loosely with some of you, that just say, oh, well, he's being slept on, he's being held back. And for some reason, you equate him being held back or him not getting an opportunity with that's why the bloodline is doing what it's doing. It's like two things can't operate separate of each other. Like the bloodline can't be good and entertaining and get TV time while also your favorite getting some time too. It's like, no, if my favorite's held back, it's the bloodline's fault. It's not the guys writing the show, or it's not the actual talent themselves. It's somebody else. It's nepotism over here.
Right.
All because one guy made a really good investment decision. One guy saw an open window and bought his way out of the players' locker room into the owner's suite. And now everything that happens on TV is the fault of nepotism. In a family-owned company for the last 40 years.
The worldwide leader.
So was it nepotism the last 35, 40 years prior to now? I'll wait. But you know why they hate Jey Uso. It's not a lengthy explanation. There's no deep dive needed here. You know why.
Is there anything else in the world of WWE that we need to address right now? Because there's a couple. We're gonna go around to a couple of the territories here real quick.
SummerSlam looks like it's gonna be good. Like on paper, so far on paper, SummerSlam looks like they finna really throw some real effort into assembling this card, especially because it's the first SummerSlam that's a 2-night event. Reports are saying that the whole idea of Lesnar retiring may not even be a thing anymore. We'll see. I don't know. Trying to think, what else do we have on the list?
We have Forbidden Door.
Man, come on. Let's go to Forbidden Door.
Before we go there, because that's actually a good conversation. Let's talk about TNA real quick.
Okay.
So, I hate being reputable in what we do, and looking at non-reputable things to have conversation about what may or may not be, right?
Right.
But the smoke meet fire, so we'll roll with it. Word on the street is TNA or Anthem Sports is willing to unleash TNA to the bidder of $50 million or more.
Okay.
With WWE getting first dibs if they were to if they wanted to purchase for $50 million.
Right of first refusal. Yeah.
Yes. I was talking with Jamal Willis, Dr. Belt Dr. Jamal Willis. I was talking with him a couple of days ago.
What up, fam?
And posed this question, Suave. And before you go to the website, because you and I had the conversation about who the hell is Carlos Silva and why is he matter? Because it seems like he's doing a worse job than Dixie Carter ever did.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
If WWE purchases TNA, What 10 talent would go back to WWE or stay in TNA under the WWE regime? To which I replied, I can't think of anyone that has been there that would go back without taking a Kevin Nash moment, which is sitting out the remainder of the contract without working. He's getting paid.
But is the in the Warner Brothers situation where WCW was ending, they were making
AOL Time Warner.
Yeah, AOL Time Warner, Warner Brothers, the whole goddamn group. Partridge in a Pear Tree. They were making substantially more money than they would have made by breaking that contract to go to WWE. So yeah, for the wrestling fan, it's a air quotes selfish move or whatever, however they would like to label this stuff when they get to talking from a soapbox. But from a business perspective, that's what you're supposed to do. Why would I take less money to do more work? Like, who would ever say that that's what they want to do with their life? I'm gonna take less money to do more work, or I can sit on my ass at my house and be a part of my family. I can be a functional role. I can hold a functional role with the family that I have chosen in my house and get paid to do nothing but be a better human being for them. The check is coming regardless of whether I shave today or not. The check is coming regardless if I put on clothes today or not. For a nominal fee, and sip my coffee. You feel me? Like
a little bit of that.
A little bit of that, a little bit of this, add some nutmeg. Under no circumstances am I about to cut my money short so I can get bossed around, dropped on my head, and booked into oblivion by a madman. I'm not ready to go play ball for this maniac. Stay at home, collect that free check. Now, if you're on the lower tier of earning and it's not that big of a difference, then you can say, all right, cool, I'm coming off TV. Let me strike while the iron's hot. You made the Booker T decision because it only really worked for him.
Huh.
But that's betting on
yourself. What Booker T did was say that I probably would disappear in the minds and the worth of a higher power, money wise, in this time.
Dr. Huffman understood the game because he is not like anybody else that stayed at home.
And nobody remembers the fact that when WCW closed its doors, that he was the United States champion and also became the world champion by beating Scott Steiner.
So he's at his highest value. He's at the height of his value when it comes to being an on-screen television character.
Him saying no spirals the trajectory of what the invasion angle was way worse than what already had happened. Because he's the world champion. You know what you're gonna do is just create a tournament, throw a belt on somebody. I mean, the WWE thing to do is to just throw a belt on somebody. But who did you have to throw a belt on? Bagwell was the first world championship match you had against Booker T in WCW, and it was Bagwell's first and last match in WWE.
He's sandbagged the mission. It worked for Booker T because there are a certain set of circumstances that lend itself to working for him. Dr. Huffman calculated and made the play. He made the right call. But I also like the payment scale that's out. You can Google that to see how much everybody was making. There are people making like 2.1 mil a year and still got like 18 to 24 months left on their deal. Of course I'm sitting at the crib to get that. There's no conversation short of matching or beating what I would get to stay home. That's going to get me to hell with you. To hell with you. You're going to have to match what I'm getting plus perks. If I'm getting 2.1 to sit at the house and do nothing, I need 2.3 plus travel and road accommodations funded by the company.
Yeah, give me a bus or that black. What was it? Black car service. I need
first class flights, first class touring and accommodations, no less than a 4.5 star hotel.
Yeah, I need the airport with a fire code of like 75.
Look, I need you to pay for my TSA pre-check and my Clear memberships.
Yeah. I need you
and I need to be able to recoup all checked bag fees.
No, there are no checked bag fees. What are you talking about?
Well, there's that. I mean, there are no checked bags when you fly private, but you know.
So that said, there's a question for you. Number one, who's a suitor besides WWE that could, like? Do you think TK would put up the $50 million to breathe life into TNA with what he's doing with these independents right now with my AEW? Number one. Number two, if WWE were to buy, can you name 10 TNA talents off the top of your head that would actually be worth signing to WWE?
So, to the TK question, because I've seen his response, I have to go with his response and say no. He doesn't see the value in it to put 50 on it. Especially paying 50 for TNA when they're so far in bed with TKO already to a certain degree and Endeavor and all of that. That's just, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're not going to get the TV time. Like the TV deal they have for, was it AMC now?
Yep.
That's probably not coming with buying the company. You're basically buying whatever debt they have
and the library.
And the library. Because I don't know if the talent contracts are going to transfer over like that.
Yeah, and that's one thing I always wondered too is about those talent contracts. Like, is that transferable? Was the WCW thing an anomaly?
And again, because they've had so much. Okay, you've heard the term poison pill.
Yep.
So like in NBA free agency, perfect. NBA free agency is going on right now, and you have players that are negotiating signing trades, and they're restricted free agents and things like that. So they'll go negotiate with other teams to get an offer, and the team has an option to either match or let that player go sign with that other team. What the team who is courting the player tends to do is make a contract offer so ludicrous that the team who has the rights to the player already refuses to match it. That's essentially called putting a poison pill into the negotiation. I would feel like for anybody not named WWE, for as much as they've partnered back and forth with TNA over the last 2 or 3 years, there's a poison pill in that negotiation that you're going to have to jump way up.
Way.
And still not get as much. So no, it's not worth it to anybody other than WWE because they already have the upper hand. They have the poison pill. For TK, it's a tape library. And if TK is not about to start a streaming service, a streaming over-the-top platform,
which
that's going to function.
Yeah, I'm right now. The thing right now is not functioning, but I mean, there's a platform already in place. The cool thing is, there was a time where TNA was actually was that deep into a partnership with AEW as they are with, or as they seem to have been with WWE.
Which could also be another reason that TK doesn't see it being worth 50 mil. He's like, I've already seen the inside of the house.
Well, the inside of the house was also empty on both sides. It happened during the fucking pandemic. That's how we got Don Callis in AEW.
Exactly. You bought new furniture, but you didn't address the foundational issues. So it looks great, but the floor is about to cave.
But you got an official to walk while under contract. Like, that's gangster. Yeah.
So now I don't see nobody else dropping that number. That number's even for the inflated numbers that we hear for TV and licensing deals for WWE, and then the other places, 50 mil for TNA just doesn't seem like you can recoup that.
Word. All right, so back onto Forbidden Door. Now we can shut this bad boy down. First, before I say that part, is there anything else that we're missing?
Not that I can think of,
bro. I just realized this. So I don't know if I've said this on the show or not. If I have, pardon me. If I haven't, here you go. WWE has been advertising Sunday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia, for quite some time. Sunday, September the 6th.
ATL.
You know what else is also Sunday, September the 6th?
No.
AEW All Out.
That's not cool. It's not cool, bro.
Oh no! Wait, no. Okay, so I don't even think they've announced All Out yet. But in hindsight, the last 2 years, All In was a week preceding All Out. Correct?
Something like that.
In the last 6 years, All Out has always been what weekend?
And then Labor Day?
Labor Day weekend. Circle gets the square. This is the Sunday of Labor Day. So all my bets are that they booked this in hopes that All Out would be then. The cool thing about AEW right now is Fyter Fest has always been their Fyter Fest / Fight for the Fallen has always been their July thing, but they never had a July pay-per-view. This year there is that. AEW Redemption gets his first pay-per-view this month. Also that same weekend, or maybe the weekend before, WWE has another Saturday night's main event. But it's a Saturday night's main event, but it's not counter programming. So lots of wrestling coming out of the weekends on wrestling day.
Thwack 'em, baby.
Thwack 'em, baby. The threes, if you will, triple, if you will. Forbidden Door. That's what we talking about. Did you finally watch the show, Suave?
No.
Asshole.
No. Hey, don't blame me. Don't blame me. But I've done my due diligence. I know what all happened. I've seen, clips and highlights and different things of that sort. I have not done the full sit down, start to finish watch.
Drilla Maloney was something special to watch the way he dismantled Daniel Garcia in the pre-show.
Okay.
In the Survival of the Fittest qualifier match, Micah defeated Sky Blue, which to me was a surprise, but Micah's pretty dope. And then before I get into the actual main card, Divine Dominion destroyed Thunder Rosa and Olympia for the tag team championships. Now, here's what's crazy. We talk about like Forbidden Door because you have so many chefs, so many ingredients in the pot. We talk about it and because we don't know what's going on because we don't have that much time to watch that much wrestling. I mean, I'm sure we could if we wanted to, but again, like I said last week, who wants to watch that much wrestling on purpose, right?
I mean, if we're being funded in such a way that that's all we have that we're doing, then sure.
Yeah, lock me in my windowless dungeon, surrounded by televisions, trying to listen to the commentary and decipher what's what in the process, because that's part of it. The commentary is part of the story.
That part.
For everything that I dislike about this clown, Excalibur actually did a halfway decent job of trying to catch people up on the stories that led up to, or the tie-ins that led into Forbidden Door for the matches that they had. Right. Like Shingo Takagi and Titan, how they became a team, or Mystico and Mascara Dorada, and boy, you named it. The Young Bucks did win that match. Boy, you named it. Kung Fu Kenny and Zack Sabre Jr. burned the house down. That was, I mean, you had four almost 30-minute matches or 30-minute matches or better. The Briscoe or is it the conglomeration DC MJF match was nuts. that for their over the top gimmick matches, the cage. I don't know if you remember this. I think, and I may have told you this. Back in 2002, when the Elimination Chamber first became a thing, Eric Bischoff had these vignettes that they put on the E, where he was talking about how they took X amount of tons of steel, how many man hours and how many miles of chain they used, and they showed like the welding and the blueprints and the computer mock-ups of the Elimination Chamber. Well, they tried to do the same thing with this particular cage. And it was a rounded cage, and it was something what we needed, that we said needed to happen. It needs to be a cage that hit the floor, that kept everybody inside of it, that did not disrupt the flow of the match. And it was the perfect cage for this match.
Right around we go.
And there's some wild things that happened in that match. So I highly encourage. I mean, again, the whole show was dope. You got to go back and watch the show when you really get a chance. Maya World and Mercedes Moné, Owen Cup Finals. I never saw that match going more than 20 minutes. That match went damn near 30. And Maya World, numerous near falls. I don't know if they're trying to make her the star that she thinks she's going to be, but if they are trying to make her that star, yeah, she's on her way. She
has to be.
Yeah, and then Willow's on her way back, so hopefully there's some kind of trajectory there. What I would love to see is Willow come back and Maya World turn heel and join Mercedes and Athena. That's what I would. That's what I want to see.
Okay, I can see that.
Because if you want to put star power to somebody, the easiest way to do it is turn them heel.
True.
Ospreay and Strickland. I'll be completely honest with you. I was tapped out by that match. That match started at midnight Eastern time. The show was great. I tapped out by that. Show that Umino and Pac. Oh man, just brutality for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. And we told you there was no reason Pac was going to win, and there's no reason for him to win, and he did not. I think that's pretty much all I got. Tekla beat Starlight. Tekla, bruh. Tekla. She took off Starlight Kid's mask. She cut the mask off after the match and then put it on.
What did I say to you about Tekla?
Remind me what you said to me about Tekla.
Best champion they have on the roster.
Funny thing, she's one of the best people they have on the roster. I was telling Free City about her promo skills. How she's probably, if not arguably, the best promo in AEW. And her story is even doper too, because she came from not even wrestling.
And when I say that, it's me saying it largely because I feel like MJF doesn't get quite as, they don't turn him loose like they should. They don't really feed him the content necessary to be his maximized self. No pun intended. With Tekla, like, maybe it's because I don't go into it expecting a whole lot and she hits a home run. Maybe that's it. Like, but Tekla delivers.
She hasn't always been that good either. I'll tell you that. From her starting in AEW, she hasn't always been remotely close. What happened was it was a promo back in Collision back in December, Suave. I forgot which one it was, but she was talking. I think she was about to go up against Chris Statlander. That's the one that turned the corner, and that's the one you told me. It's like, hey, you need to watch it because you know you never watch Collision for some reason you watched this damn promo and said, yeah, you need to watch this.
Oh, I get very snobbish on what show I'm gonna watch. Like, it just because again, there's so much wrestling. You get to a point where you're like, man, there's stuff I have to watch. What do I want to watch?
This was not a must-watch show, but it's a must-see event now. Because I mean,
yeah, and then there's the way you digest clips and everything from social media. Like, the good stuff usually makes it to social media one way or the other. And to see that, okay, I've seen the show.
Yep.
I don't have to sift through an hour to get that, 90 seconds worth of gold.
Yeah, pretty much. But now I wonder, with all this, like you got Cage and Copeland, tag team champions, and the tag team division over there is heavy. Do you give them the break at Redemption and figure this out for All In? Because or was it All In London? Yeah. Because I'm almost like we feel it. Suave is there's a something happens at midnight. The calendar changes the page. At midnight. You know what I'm saying? So we feel it.
Midnight Lady.
But what else is there besides that is the question.
That's a question that's only answerable by the person who has the pen. Like we can sit up all day and say, hey, this is a good way to transition from this to this, or this is how we could possibly get from here to here, but it's that audience of one. And if that audience of one does not already have their mind made up, far be it of us to what can we expect from someone who doesn't know what they want?
We had Forbidden Door and King of the Night of Champions the same weekend. Now we have Redemption coming up a week before a 2-day SummerSlam. And we've got roughly 3 weeks to build the pay-per-view. Okay, we've seen AEW build pay-per-view in 2 shows. So this is nothing new under the sun.
I mean, yeah, we've been here before, so
So is there? So I'm not. I have my expectations for Redemption are low. It's the first show. Naturally, I have to bite the bullet and go ahead and watch it. Anything else that you expect coming out of SummerSlam? Because SummerSlam we have so far. Oh, I know something else is coming up. Raw is in Chicago. Sami Zayn is going against Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed World Championship in Chicago on Monday Night Raw.
Oh wow.
That could only mean one thing.
Like Mussolini. Got some personality.
And the Cubs aren't playing Monday either. So there's that.
Way too early to guess, but we're gonna do it anyway. What do you think for SummerSlam? Do you end up with Cody versus Sammy, Cody versus CM Punk, Punk versus Sammy, or a triple threat?
First off, we're not going to get through 2 triple threats and 2 consecutive pay-per-views for a title. Not going to happen.
One would think.
Well, we also didn't expect to see Sami Zayn win in Riyadh, and we just did after losing 10 previous matches for the title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now that you have this champion who is not your conventional champion, not your conventional draw, how do you book them in an effort to showcase the best of what they do?
So Jay eliminated himself by losing to Cody at SmackDown. Cranberry Mimosa hasn't been seen on TV since SmackDown 2 weeks after WrestleMania. And he said he was going to possibly try to challenge Cody in so many words, but Cody's not the champion anymore.
I want the misuse of Jey Uso to be studied.
And it will be this season on Unreal. It'll be July 21st, only on Netflix.
Oh, it's on the 21st. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's on a Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday.
Cashmere coat.
Some more shit we didn't ask for on a damn Tuesday. Go figure.
You old bastard.
I'm trying to place Jay because I really had Jay and Sammy at SummerSlam, and I thought that would do numbers.
That's the more look. Jay versus Cody, or Jay versus Sammy, or Jay versus Cody and Sammy. that has more storytelling capability to it than whatever you're going to try to force feed. But because Jey Uso is literally the odd man out, we keep getting some people using him as a stepping stone. And it's like, for Obafemi, yeah, I kind of get it. Kinda. Even when you do it with Walter, I kind of get it.
But, hold on, have you seen the backstage post King of the Ring or post what was it, Night of Champions between Aldis and Walter?
Yeah, I did.
I've been saying all this time that Scrap needs to get into a match, and here we are about to get. You really think we're about to get Walter and Aldis in the match?
I mean, reportedly that's where we're going, but here's where I feel gypped. This is Drew McIntyre's spot.
Bruh. That is 110% his spot. And you know what's crazy? Something tells me he's going to come back and get his pound of flesh at SummerSlam.
I would certainly hope so, but I'm just like, all right, man.
Aldis is one of my favorite wrestlers of the mid 2000 or the 2000 teens. What the stuff that he did in TNA was underrated. No one got to see his NWA World Heavyweight title reign of almost 3 years, except for the matches that he had with Cody, where Cody beat him and then he turned around and beat Cody again, trying to recreate the Flair era, which was dope to me because he had what was her name? Was it Camille that was his second? And she was quiet.
I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like
she didn't. Yeah, I want to say it was Camille, and she didn't say a word for years in that whole thing. But Aldis was a great world champion in the wrong company. He did a great job for. I hate to say this, he did a great job putting a spit shine on a piece of shit.
Well, I mean,
and so, but. And he looks like he's in phenomenal shape, but he has not wrestled in at least 4 years. So
the part that kind of just makes me uneasy about this is, of course, yes, Aldis is great in the ring, and we've experienced that, and he's more of a traditional wrestler's wrestler. Is he
British strong style?
Right. Is he doing himself a disservice by leaving the cush job that is SmackDown general manager with the suits and ties to be back a part of the locker room, given the way the locker room is handled with chat WWE? Like, is that the best career option for you to go back into the ring when you were already getting a check just to get fly every week?
Is it the same check? If it's the same check, I'm sorry. I love the things that I do in my life. If I could give one of them up and keep the same bread, I'm doing it.
That just becomes my question. It's like, hey, I get it. I understand. Like, hey, good stories are good stories. You might miss it in the ring. But if this is a permanent move back to a roster talent,
as a husband, as a father, as a husband of a wife who understands because her schedule was twice that of yours. Like, if she says go for it, that's great. But again, to me, this only makes sense if the bag is increased. If it's the same bag and you're doing this and it's not just a one-off, if like this is a move, I'm not a fan.
You know, TKO ain't signing off for no bag increases right now. For as much money as they trying to shave, they got to offset UFC.
Yo,
so hopefully this is a one-off. Hopefully that, maybe it's a 3-match series with Walter, or a 2-match, whatever the case may be, and then he can go back to being an authority figure. But you kind of corrupt the idea if you do this. But again, this was supposed to be Drew's spot. This is literally the part of Drew McIntyre now played by Walter. Like, this is Drew McIntyre's story.
Yep.
This is his story arc. This is what he was doing the last time you saw him on television.
The exact same. Literally, they stopped the tape. They did a tape splice and a body double. It's like an 80s TV show. 1 week, character A is playing the main character. Next week, the role of Walter is, well, Drew McIntyre is not being played by Walter.
Honestly, this is probably what you would have gotten at WrestleMania had they not gone the route with Jacob. If they had just put Jacob in the world title match like everybody wanted and gone, Drew McIntyre's looking for blood, he would have ended up in a match with Nick Aldis. We'd have got that at WrestleMania, and I'd have been cool with that.
It makes me
by now you could have gone back to an authority figure place by then. Now it just seems like that Nick Aldis gets into it with everybody. It lessens the special of it. If it's like one guy made you get out of pocket and you ended up back in the ring, that's one thing. But now this is the second person who done got you out of character. So
one of my guys bring two of my guys. Then two of my guys bring three.
Come on.
Drew McIntyre left WWE, and now everybody's coming for me.
This is all I'm saying. This has been my tech talk.
Oh, man. Show at BrokenPencilBC.com, BrokenPencilBC@gmail.com, at BrokenPencilBC on all things social, at BrokenPencilBC on what?
Everything. And everything. I'm about to go make me an amaretto sour, fire up one of these good old fashioned cigars, and get these ribs and this chicken going, bro. Baked beans on deck. Got the corn roasting on this. Take him to the house, damn it, because I'm already here. Hey, look, I'm about ready to go celebrate Ogre Day.
Ogre! Hey, I mean this. Happy Cake Day, cuz.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. So yeah,
get your gangs together. Also at BrokenPencilBC.com, get your gangs together, please. We need gang activity for GTA 6. We need gang activity for GTA 6. So Ogre, Don Claude, Van Ham, the whole scoundrel life. We need scoundrel life. I need to round up my clique, Free City. I need you to round up the Mill City Collective. What's my man down in Houston? Also Minnesota. Literally playing his beats on the show. And I'm saying, what's my man's name? Duh.
No, you out of line.
I'm out of line for that one.
You're wilding right now.
My bad. You know we need gang activity. Rico, I'm talking to you too. Tech, that is. Dre Satch you know what it is. Get your people. Ladies, you're not exempt either. Y'all, we can get gang going. Nothing like pulling out a pink pistol and pop, ask Cameron. Swap, take him to the house.
Pencil pushers. Like, rate, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell that friend to tell a friend. And then tell that friend again.
We already did that one, though.
Yeah.
I interrupted you, my
It's
man.
up.
Bad boy.
Never. Pencils down.
Ever. Never. No. Never.
I'm not.
No.
Not invited to that party. I'm not going.
You gotta see Nucci Rio.
Whole lot of fucking gang shit.